Module 4 Application. We're going to be talking about microlearning. Microlearning is content that is delivered in small, very focused chunks. It can take just a few seconds, or it can take up to maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and it can be included in both digital and traditional learning. Some of its benefits include improved learner engagement and satisfaction, while also reinforcing key concepts. Examples of use include quick demonstrations, small digital lessons, or short review games. There are different social media tools that you can use to implement microlearning into your classroom. These social media tools that we're going to be talking about are the three: Pinterest, TikTok, and Twitter, formerly Twitter, now known as X. Pinterest, if you've never heard of it, is a visual discovery platform where users can find, save, and organize pictures, videos, and links on virtual bulletin boards. You can also have many different virtual bulletin boards and have them specific to different categories. There's then TikTok, which is a social media app where users create and share short videos with different sounds and effects that they can add if they desire. We then have X, formerly known as Twitter, social media platform where users share short posts, which used to be called tweets, images or videos to share news, ideas, or to spark conversations. So we're going to look at specifically Pinterest and how Pinterest can be used with microlearning. One of the first ways that Pinterest can be used is through learning boards. Students could find, create, or share Pinterest boards with bite-sized infographics or short videos related to key concepts within the learning. For example, I'm a science teacher. One of the content areas that we cover is photosynthesis. I could have my students periodically add to a Pinterest board about photosynthesis. Students could also engage in collaborative learning. They could contribute to a shared class board that is focused on a specific subject or topic to support their learning. Something else that we learn about in my science class is Alfred Wegener's 6 theories that supported continental drift. We could have each student work on one of the six theories and then share together on this collaborative board. We could also use it for visual guides. So students could access step-by-step visual guides that can be used for quick reminders or instruction at any given time. I could definitely see this as a great use before doing an experiment. I could have students take 5 minutes or less to view a step-by-step visual guide on how we are going to complete this experiment so that they are well versed in what they're going to have to do eventually. Another thing that could be used is an exit tickets. Students could quickly pick a image or a video or a comment that reflects what they have learned, and they could pin that onto an exit ticket board. Now, yes, there are going to be some privacy and security issues when you're using social media in a learning context, but there's some ways that we can resolve these issues. One of the first issues would be student data privacy. So obviously social media platforms collect user data and sometimes can distribute and or sell that user data. And obviously we don't want any student personal data to be openly shared without consent. One solution for this is to use student accounts on social media platforms if a platform offers them. And then we could also only share minimal information of a student on their profile and then set very strict security preferences on each student's profile. We could also deal with some inappropriate content that students might see. So while students are on these social media platforms, maybe they're going to be exposed to inappropriate or distracting content. To fix this, we could use content moderation tools or set strict privacy controls to prevent this inappropriate content from appearing. Another issue, but not the only issue, is copyright issues. I can attest, as teaching 8th grade students, they definitely don't understand the difference and how important it is to not plagiarize. So students may unknowingly share copyrighted materials without proper permission, and the solution would be to specifically teach students about fair use and about copyright laws. And then something I learned about recently is the Creative Commons, and I could share that with my students as well, to use Creative Commons licensed materials. These are my references. And I did use SlidesGo for my slides. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.